Friends, welcome back to Emilysgame. I have heard that if you go into the SSNN media place, you can actually kick off a series of quests. So, Sarah, without any further ado, let's go. Not sure who.
I bet whoever came up with bad news travels fast wasn't taking interstellar distances into account.
Stories that affect the United Colonies.
I mean, it's not Tale of Two Cities. It's nothing. They must have changed the book out. And talk to him.
I've just got a feeling about you. You have a story to tell. Welcome to SSNN, where the news never sleeps. If you're part of the David Barron fan club, try not to inflate his ego too much. He's liable to burst.
Gross.
Sorry. Long day. Longer night. How about a do-over?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at you.
Oh, yeah.
You're not from around here. My guess is you really work for a living. I bet you have a story or
Is
two.
it calluses on my
I
hand?
have a feeling
in a
about
way?
such things. Sounds like an old pickup line. But it really has, hasn't it? I'm interested only in primary sources. So things you've seen and or done that are newsworthy. No hearsay. So, what do you got for me?
That's all she wants. I'm just a... Oh, wow. Look at this. That's all active.
Looks like some Crimson Fleet brainiac figured out it's easier to hit stationary targets than dogfighting in the field. And you are an eyewitness with the courtesy to find us instead of being chased down. Refreshing. So what were the pirates doing there? It's not their usual MO.
Tell them about the ore. That was quite a lucrative operation.
Bad blood between the fabled Constellation and the Crimson Fleet? Has all the markings of what we in the SSNN call a story. So what's your role in all this? Part of a tour group? I'd tip my hat, but I seem to have misplaced it. Your people pulled a hell of a thing off. So we've covered the basics. How about any harrowing tales of daring do? How'd a bunch of miners triumph? How heartwarming. Constellation banding together with some dusty miners. I like it.
Right.
This is a good local story. Plucky miners band together and punch above their weight. If you ever get more stories like this, drop by. And take this to cover any incidentals, or other creative ways to pad out an expense report.
That's it? Come on, lady.
My source is back. Here to report anything else? You certainly get around. I'm surprised that branch has any customers left the number of times it's been held up. But I thought the Rangers had finally managed to get a handle on it. I heard there was a standoff. That true? I hear the robbers are provided free of charge. All part of the service. What happened to the robbers? The Shaw gang? I'm sure he was thankful for your assistance. These things are often messy. Any customers or Galbank staff get hurt? That's really good news. Usually, well, it's a different kind of story. You were there. You were involved in resolving it. Any comment on the Freestar Rangers? Having another high-profile robbery in their own backyard is a bit of a black eye.
I don't know. I'm just nodding.
Huh. That's really good to know. Stories like this always fire up public outrage and appetite. Thanks for the interview. And take this.
That's right, girl. Give me some more money. Let's go.
You talk and get paid. I spread the news. Really?
Yeah.
To say you have my undivided attention is an understatement.
Is that it?
A lot of people were there. The accounts we've got were chaotic. What was your role in that? Wait. I heard someone from Constellation was involved. That was you? Oh, this is great. Like, embarrassingly important award-winning great. The whole city is still on edge over the attack. We were fortunate, damn fortunate, that casualties were so low. What was it like in the thick of things?
I felt alive.
You never know quite how precious life is, until it's under threat. It sounds like New Atlantis, heck, the whole UC, owes you a great debt.
Oh, you have
Any
no
closing
idea.
comments? I already have a good story here.
I want a couple million credits, please.
That makes me feel better. I feel like such a sap, but it does. Hey, Constellation? From all of us that live here, thanks. We use the word hero a lot in news, but you really are one.
I may not be the one you want, but I'm the one you need, girl.
If you have a news story for me, I'm very happy to pay your fee. I'm working on an investigative piece about some of the businesses in the well right now. Trying to get a handle on how things are in that part of the city. I'm not sure the story will get off the ground, though. I asked the higher-ups if I could go down there for some interviews, but they said it's too dangerous. They'd probably be all for it if David asked. I wouldn't be writing it if I didn't. Most people in New Atlantis like to pretend the well doesn't exist. I think it's important to call attention to what's going on down there.
It's a deep subject.
Would you really? I'd owe you big time if you did. You've been a huge help on my other stories. I'm sure you'd do great.
Hey, let's go do some great.
Great. I had 3 interviewees in mind. Teresa Mason, the owner of Kay's house, Henrik Zoran at Apex Electronics, and Nurse O'Shea from the medbay. You don't need to ask too many tough questions. I just want to read on how their businesses are doing, and how things are in the well. I really can't thank you enough.
Okay. Okay, of course. Of course. Alright, we got 3 folkses to talk to. Let's do this. Open sesame.
Everyone's welcome, so long as you keep your hands to yourself. Understand? No causing trouble in here. No shortage of hungry mouths to feed around here. Keeps us...
Absolutely. I'm sure my mom would be proud to have the place featured in an article. What's up?
Same as ever. I've lived in the well my whole life, and things have never really changed. The UC government promises to clean the place up every couple years, but there's still just as much crime and poverty as there was when I was a kid. That's why Kay's house is so important. It's the one place people in the well feel safe. Be sure to put that in the article, okay? I'm really proud of it.
Got it.
Yeah, sure thing. I'm Teresa Mason, and this is my home. My mom's the Kay who founded Kay's house. I grew up here along with the business. My mom passed the place on to me when she decided to retire. Running it is my pride and joy. I've put everything I have into it.
Good for you.
Business is steady, as usual. We don't tolerate violence or disrespect, so a lot of folks like to spend time here.
The only thing that's worrying me is a new group of customers I've seen hanging around lately. They've been watching the UC surplus store pretty closely. I have a bad feeling they might be planning something. Kay's house has a reputation as a safe place. I don't want to be associated with that kind of thing. Honestly, I'd really appreciate that. I'd feel terrible if something happened and I hadn't done anything to try to stop it. Why don't you come by when you have some spare time? And we'll talk it out.
I'm free right now.
Great. Let me know when the article comes out, will you? I'd like to read it.
It's nice to see a fresh face around here.
Thank you.
You stop in whenever you'd like.
My face really isn't that fresh, honey. But I will take it. Alright. We're gonna continue on. Let's go talk at these people's. And then we'll check out the suspicious activities later.
I've got limited resources. We're doing the best we can here. A journalist? That's a surprise. Most people don't think anything that goes on in the well is worth writing about. I'd be happy to help if I can. Things are always the same in the well. Violent and dangerous. I swear I treat more injuries here than I did when I was a Navy medic. Sure, if you'd like. My name's Talia. I was born and raised right here in the well. I've been the nurse here at the med bay for over a decade now. Once upon a time, I was a combat medic for the UC Navy. When the colony war ended, I came back to the well to put my skills to use for the people here. Things are always rough at the med bay. I'm the closest thing to a doctor that the well has, and I can't treat everyone. The last few weeks have been especially bad. There's some kind of infection going around, and a lot of kids down here are catching it. It just breaks my heart to see. Oh, you're sweet to offer. There might be something you can do, if you're willing. Let's chat again when you have some time to spare, all right?
You got it, my friend.
All right, dear. You let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
Alright, moving on. We have Moara.
Mess with me and I'll serve you my
No
face.
lawyering, okay?
Nothing
I don't have the
sandwich.
patience for it.
Scared.
A reporter. Fine, but I'm only talking basics. I don't like people snooping around my business.
Alright.
How the hell do you think? Life's a mess down here. I'm not holding my breath for it to get any better. Name's Henrik. I own Apex Electronics. That's all I'm willing to say to some nosy reporter. Door's still open, isn't it? That's my idea of success. Sorry if you were hoping for something more flowery. Great! Now why don't you help me out and buy something? I scratch your back, you scratch mine.
Alright, you got a deal, my friend.
Can't say I'll have what you need. You see something you like.
I mean... Oh yeah, you do. Oh yeah. Okay.
Take care.
Alright. We've spoken to all three suspects. Victims. Hostages. Ooh, Sergeant Yumi's got something else for me already. Ooh.
You?
Here. Hey. She's got a hook on her back. I just want to grab it and like, ah, you can't move. Don't mind me. It's Monday. I hate Mondays. I'm so glad it's over.
You have another story for me? Hey, that's great! Thanks so much. Did everything go all right?
I got two new quests, lady. Awesome.
It's that bad? I'm glad I'm writing this story then. Maybe the government will finally make good on their promise of cleaning things up down there. I can't thank you enough for helping me out. I'll send you a copy of the story if it gets published. There's nothing like seeing your name in print.
Cool beans.
Dear Lord, everyone wants to know about Baron. He's a smart guy. He cares about what he's reporting. He's way too damn cozy with the UC, and that's a problem for us staying impartial. My biggest beef with him is he's credited with everything he reports, and he doesn't lift a finger to correct that impression. Hope to see you again.
Okay, gang, that was Primary Sources, the SSNN quest to speak to people down the well. Nothing really to it. But from that, you get a few new quests. I will do those here shortly, but you also get a Light in the Darkness, 5 new stories for SSN, and they will pay you for each one you give them. So that's pretty cool. Guys, I love you. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave me comments. Let me know if you've got some missions that you don't think I've done before, little side quests, whatever. I'd be happy to take a look at them. They're all fun. They're all enjoyable, so let me know. Take care, guys. Until next time.
Look in your eye. What's the scoop?
Have a wonderful evening. Good night, friends. Bye.